Hello, my name is Greg Baskin from Landscape Planning Limited, and I'm pleased to share with you highlights of the landscape revitalization efforts completed by the Toronto Hebrew Memorial Parks and consulting team at the Pardes Chaim and Pardes Shalom cemeteries. I will also be sharing with you exciting future developments planned for each memorial park developed as part of a continued collaboration with the Toronto Hebrew Memorial Parks, Landscape Planning Limited, and horticultural expert Paul Zaman. Following engagement in 2020, Landscape Planning has been working diligently with our project team to achieve the goals and objectives while overcoming a number of site challenges that include site drainage, wind and solar exposure, and access to municipal infrastructure. The project goals include enhancing both Pardes Chaim and Pardes Shalom to create peaceful surroundings, enhance green spaces to promote opportunities for visitors to reflect at each campus and feel close to nature, while promoting biodiversity through sustainable design approaches. Through careful selection and placement of plant material, we aim to provide a buffer from the surrounding incompatible land uses, provide site-wide natural canopies with seasonal interest. Using the collective knowledge of the project team and stakeholders over the past few years has allowed us to better understand the site and make conscious decisions while considering the site constraints, along with life cycle costs of the built features. The key revitalization efforts undertaken at Pardes Chaim includes a detailed conditions assessment and inventory of the existing vegetation on site, along with the establishment of a best practices manual to support future implementation of an annual planting program. Through this program, we aim to provide planting pockets throughout the site and enhance the existing vegetation networks on site through the creation of robust layers of plant pockets and the strategic placement of focal point specimen planting. We have also completed drainage channel assessments evaluating the existing vegetation and the drainage patterns. One of the key areas that we've developed is the reflection pond located at the infant burial plots. The enhancement of the existing arrival node pergola and pond area adjacent to Bathurst Street, while making consideration for a future assembly building on site and secondary wash station at the signalized intersection located on the existing maintenance access at Bathurst Street. We have also completed a large landscape berm design adjacent to the existing maintenance and administrative building. Differing from Pardes Chaim, Pardes Shalom is a more mature cemetery with different opportunities and constraints. The key efforts here were to enhance and preserve the existing mature presence of this naturalized setting. These projects include enhancement of the existing reception building, landscape, seating, and parking areas, future wayfinding and signage improvements, and a future front entrance, gateway, entry signage, and fencing improvements along Dufferin Street. At Pardes Chaim, the arrival node, pergola, and pond area concluded the phase 1 of its revitalization in full with the following completed this season. Construction of the hardscape elements, including the reconfiguration of the existing parking area, implementation of enhanced low solar reflectivity vehicle-rated unit pavers, along with the removal and replacement of the existing pergola with a new commercial-grade pergola feature that's complementary to the existing site wayfinding signage in effort to create a new gathering area. This also includes maintenance-friendly site benches that are situated underneath the pergola, The location of the entrance node has been situated to serve as a gateway element as part of a future phase to establish the existing pond as an enhanced site feature that will create further opportunity on site for a reflection area that's integrated with a future assembly building along with enhanced drainage swales. Following the completion of the conceptual site plan for the potential future assembly building, this area will include additional walking trails, reflection nodes, and layers of planting that will be added to enhance this space and supplement the existing buffer between the pond area and Bathurst Street. At the start of the 2022 season, the entrance node included an existing wood pergola, structure, and hardscaping, all nearing the end of its useful life cycle. These elements have been removed and replaced. Following revitalization, this area now includes a cantilevered metal pergola structure, unit paving, and benches to replace the existing features and improve the pedestrian connectivity and wayfinding from the parking area to the gateway element that will lead to future pathway connections leading to the pond area and future assembly building. The existing vegetation that was in good condition was preserved and has been enhanced by an array of new material that's been thoughtfully designed and laid out personally by Paul Zammit. This planting was installed late in the 2022 planting season, and we're looking forward to seeing it bloom in spring of 2023. The reflection pond at Pardes Chaim is adjacent to the infant plots and includes the following elements that have been completed this year. Hardscape elements that include a ceremonial plaza with a mosaic of modern pavers, lay-by parking stalls, pathway connections with wood bridge crossings over the existing drainage channels, a deck feature with pergola that's oriented to capture the views of the existing pond that also includes site furnishings. 4 individual reflection nodes with seating opportunities have also been created within this space that offer views into the pond and the natural area while trying to create quiet areas for reflection. The existing vegetation at the pond has been preserved where possible and is scheduled for additional planting in the spring of 2023. A dynamic planting palette has been selected to offer seasonal interest, improve the local habitat for flora and fauna, while supporting the built forms to refine these nodes into outdoor rooms. This plant palette will be more than just color, but will also stimulate the senses through scent, through sound, and through texture. Aerial imagery showing the project just prior to the start of the 2022 season. You can see that this pond only served as a stormwater management facility with 3 existing drainage channels draining into it and naturalized vegetation on the fringe. These photos show near completed progress of the reflection pond, illustrating the dramatic views of the pond from the ceremonial plaza with deck feature and pergola that cast into the naturalized area of not only our property, but also the adjacent property. Additionally, through the strategic placement of reflection nodes, we've created sight lines to the pond and into the adjacent property while trying to preserve the existing vegetation. The remaining plant beds that have been created will be completed in the spring of 2023. The landscape berm at Pardes Chaim is adjacent to the maintenance building and has been completed as part of an effort to screen undesirable views from within the property through the use of fill material and placement of plant massings that will help screen the building. The placement of the 3-meter high berm has been completed this year and will be finalized in the spring of 2023 with naturalized planting using dense material to enhance the barrier that is already created by this landform. The material that was placed on site includes a layer of nutrient-rich planting soil to ensure the success of the planting that is installed, and has also been brought up to its new elevation using material that was already generated through the other landscape revitalization projects. Through the summer of 2022, our landscape constructor completed the placement of the fill and topsoil material to bring it to 3-meter height. While it's not planted, we've included graphic representations of what the finished product will look like following completion of planting in 2023 and establishment. This will show very densely planted layers of material that offer screening of the maintenance building, the creation of habitat, and also seasonal interest. At Pardes Shalom, the reception building enhancements that were completed this year includes the reconfiguration of the existing parking areas, the implementation of low solar reflectivity index vehicle unit pavers, along with defined pedestrian connections that will guide visitors from the parking areas to the building and also try and seek to assist with traffic calming in this area through the changes of texture and material. The installation of tiered natural stone garden edges were installed to reduce existing slope and create a more hospitable environment for shrub and perennial planting around the existing coniferous tree to enhance the south elevation of the building. The planting of this area is scheduled for spring of 2023. Additionally, we removed the existing pergola and created a new seating node to the south of the roadway that features benches and privacy wood paneling that matches the existing treatments around the reception building. Through the summer of 2022, our landscape constructor completed the removals of the existing materials and preservation or relocation of existing vegetation where possible to allow for the revitalizations to happen in this area. Complementary to the building masonry, the natural gray armor stone was selected to support the south building elevation and create a tiered planting opportunity to protect future planting from the roadway and snow clearing operations, while also elevating the future planting to eye level. This feature also includes areas to sit along the walkway that are lining the pedestrian circulation route and will help assist in the wayfinding to the building entrance and into the gathering area on the south side of the roadway. Throughout 2020 and 2021, the conceptual design of new gateway features and entrance revitalization for Pardes Shalom has been completed in collaboration with the project team. This illustrates a new masonry entrance sign, reconfigured parking areas, new hand wash station, a pedestrian entrance, new vehicle gates, and new fencing along Dufferin Street. This area is expected to be refined further following consultation with the city and region to determine if a signalized intersection can be provided to help assist in vehicle access and egress into the site. In closing, our team is proud of the results of the collaboration with the entire Toronto Hebrew Memorial Parks team in sculpting the future of the Pardes Chaim site and enhancing the Pardes Shalom site. We're excited and honored to continue this collaboration with the team moving into 2023 through the planting process and in the future project developments. Thank you.